Another royal biography, another attack on Harry and Meghan. When will they stop? Just when you think the royal rumour mill has exhausted its creative energy, another so-called biography emerges, supposedly about one royal but inevitably dragging Prince Harry and Meghan Markle into manufactured drama. This time it's a book that should be about Prince Andrew's controversies, yet somehow becomes another vehicle to spread lies about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Welcome back to the Royal Chronicles, where we cut through the noise and bring you the truth about our favourite couple. So here we are again, folks. There's yet another biography that is supposed to be about a member of the royal family, yet it's being made about Prince Harry and his wife Meghan. This new book is written by a man called Andrew Lownie, and apparently this book is supposed to be about Prince Andrew. The book portrays Prince Andrew as a controversial figure and delves into his ties with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Well, instead of them talking about that and what Andrew has done, because honestly, this man has been a total disgrace, they are now making it about Harry and Meghan. Like, how is this even possible? Can someone write a book without mentioning the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Well, it seems like these people cannot. And this man called Andrew Lownie is now promoting his book using the same one part that people picked from his book. So disgusting. So Lownie, the man who wrote the book, alleges that Prince Andrew made a critical remark about Meghan and Prince Harry. He also claims that Prince Harry fought with Prince Andrew at a 2013 family gathering, and Prince Harry's team has come forward to deny all of those claims. Well, enough of the lies. At least the Duke and Duchess of Sussex aren't staying silent in the face of all of these lies. In the book, this man alleges that a heated argument between Prince Harry and Andrew broke out at a family gathering in 2013 over something Andrew said behind Harry's back, reportedly escalating to the point where punches were thrown and Andrew was left with a bloody nose. The book also claims that Andrew privately questioned Harry's relationship with Meghan, calling her an opportunist and suggesting the marriage would not last. Well, I don't know if these comments were made at the same time, but clearly Meghan wasn't in the picture in 2013. Like, she met Harry in the year 2016. So, this man alleging that Prince Harry fought with Prince Andrew in 2013 over something to do with Meghan doesn't make sense at all. And first of all, I've never known Prince Harry to be a violent person. The only person who seems violent to me is Prince William. And it now seems like they are trying to turn that narrative onto Prince Harry to say that he is the one who is violent and is able to punch people. Well, is that working? Of course not. And I love that Prince Harry's team came forward to rubbish all of these claims. So a spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex told people, "I can confirm neither of those things are true. Prince Harry and Prince Andrew have never had a physical fight, nor did Prince Andrew ever make those comments about the Duchess of Sussex to Prince Harry." Wow. I just love that they actually came forward and just told people that whatever Andrew Lownie is trying to sell is not true at all. I mean, where did this man even come up with his stories? Of course, he'll say his information came from sources, but whenever they say sources, I just believe maybe it's someone at the palace who's seeing these things, or they just make up these stories in their own minds and then convince themselves that this is actually true. Because why would Prince Harry be fighting with his disgraced uncle, Prince Andrew? And first of all, they are talking about 2013 when Harry had not even met Meghan. So why would he be fighting with him again? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. And do you actually know what it means when Harry and his team have come forward and denied this claim? It just means that this book has already been discredited. All the information that Andrew Lownie was trying to sell has now been discredited even before the book sells. No one is going to believe whatever he says because the statement he was using to sell his book or trying to use to sell his book has been rubbished. And I didn't even know about a man called Andrew Lownie. Honestly, I never heard of this man until right now when he wrote the book and is using Harry and his wife to try and sell it. So, I'm glad the Duke and Duchess of Sussex spokesperson has come forward to rubbish all of these claims, saying neither of that ever happened. Prince Harry never fought with Prince Andrew, and there were never some kind of words that Prince Andrew said concerning the Duchess of Sussex. All of those were just made up. And can you imagine the audacity of this so-called Andrew Lownie to stand by his word even after Prince Harry and his team said that it wasn't correct? So Lownie told the Daily Beast that he stood by the story, saying he had researched and reconfirmed it with his source and quoting, "I stand by my source who has proved reliable and was close to Andrew. They had no reason to make this up and gave me lots of detail." Well, would you trust a source close to Prince Andrew? The same man who lied in his BBC interview, the same man who settled out of court with Virginia Giuffre. Would you actually trust a man close to him, or even that man? Of course not. So there is no credible source here. And then listen to this part. Lownie said he had not gone to the Sussex camp for comment on the specific allegations about the fight with Andrew before publication, saying his publishers had not asked him to, so he didn't even want to hear the other side of the story. All he wanted to do was publish his book very fast and then use that exact statement to try and sell his book. Well, trust me, it's going to be a flop, because the Sussexes denying those claims has obviously just proved that it was a lie, and probably everything else that this man has written concerning the Sussexes is a lie. People can believe what he says about Andrew, but concerning Harry and Meghan, of course not. And he obviously knows that people don't buy things related to the royal family. When people write biographies concerning members of the royal family, no one ever bothers to buy them. So these people always make a point of including the Sussexes in this so that they can use that specific part to sell their books. But, well, trust me, 90% of the time the books always flop. So this is not going to be an exception. And in the same book, the man talks about Prince William, but he doesn't portray Prince William as the violent one the same way he portrays Prince Harry. So the book claims Prince William seeks to remove Andrew from the royal lodge amid ongoing family tensions. So they're just trying to paint Prince William as the man who doesn't tolerate nonsense. They aren't painting him as the violent one. Maybe William is the one who punched Prince Andrew. Who even knows? But I just find it so odd that they were trying to project all of this violence onto Harry. We all know Harry isn't a violent person. The only violent one is Prince William. So yeah, whether this came from people close to Prince Andrew or it came from Kensington Palace, because I know William is tired of being painted as an always angry person, petulant man, petty man, and now he's trying to brand that onto his brother. Maybe that is the strategy. But as you can see, it has failed terribly. Harry isn't going to stand as people call him violent for any reason whatsoever. So even if it was Prince Andrew, I don't believe that Harry would even fight him. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex continue to handle these false narratives with grace and strength, setting the record straight when necessary and moving forward with their important work. Once again, we see the pattern. Write a book about someone else, throw in some lies about Harry and Meghan to generate headlines, and watch as the truth inevitably comes out. When will they learn? And there you have it, folks. Yet another desperate attempt to profit off Harry and Meghan's names, only for it to crumble the moment the truth comes out. It's the same tired cycle we've seen time and time again, a book that claims to focus on someone else this time. Prince Andrew suddenly hijacked by made-up Sussex drama, all in the hope of selling a few extra copies. But the thing is, the public is catching on. People are tired of the lies, the recycled narratives, and the obvious double standards. Prince Harry and Meghan have built a life for themselves far away from the palace drama. They're thriving in their own world, raising their kids, working on meaningful projects, and using their platform for causes that matter. Meanwhile, these so-called biographers are stuck in the past, rehashing the same tired stories that fall apart under even the slightest scrutiny. If anything, this saga proves exactly why Harry and Meghan were right to step away. The smear campaigns, the palace leaks, and the endless finger-pointing never stop. But no matter how many times they're dragged into other people's scandals, the truth always comes out, and the Sussexes continue to rise above it all. So the next time you see a headline trying to pull Harry and Meghan into drama that has nothing to do with them, remember this: it's all part of the same game. And thankfully, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are winning simply by living their truth and letting the haters trip over their own lies. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the royal rumour mill. And of course, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this latest desperate attempt to drag Harry and Meghan into the mud? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Until next time, stay informed, stay kind, and keep supporting Harry and Meghan as they continue to prove that the truth will always outshine the tabloids. This is Adrian, signing off from Meghan and Harry Tales. See you in the next one.